Hello, observation and assessment. Here is your week 8 explanation. This will take us through next Thursday, October 15th. We'll be done, and you will have another class under your belt. I've had an amazing time with each of you. I love this topic and exploring it. So there's going to be a reading. You're going to read chapter 12, but there is no chapter quiz. It's just for content knowledge. We have a major assignment, a time log, and what I've decided is you have done enough reflecting in the standards discussions and the reflections that I don't think you need a final one. I think you've covered all the topics, and I think the case study will highlight the learning that you have done. So you guys are all just going to get 45 points for it. You have the case study, and if you go to the end of week 7, I go in a lot of detail about this. This is going to be due on Wednesday. So most of you have observed the same children for your assessment tools, your checklists, your anecdotal records, things along those lines. So what you're going to do is you're going to complete 4 assessments on this child, and you should have some of them already. Make sure you've covered all the domains, that you have one for physical development, you have one for cognitive, one for social and emotional. However you need to get those. You're going to create a portfolio, which in face-to-face, it would be something physical. For me, it will just be a Word document where you will take the pictures, or a PowerPoint where you will have the different artifacts. And they will be pictures or videos or art samples, audios. And then, once again, parent checklist. If you feel comfortable doing that, just having them do one. If not, how would you get this when you become the teacher in the classroom? And then that's part of it. Then the second part is going to be writing up your findings. So giving the demographic information of the child. What did you learn about the child in each of those domains? Then you'll write a learning prescriptive about, this is what I learned about the child. They really need help with. So for example, Mackenzie right now, she's in gymnastics and jumping, like, is not, well, walking on her heels. She's walking on the outsides of her feet rather than like with her heels up. So that's something to work on. Before, when she would jump 2-footed and wouldn't leave the ground together and come down together. And so that would be like a goal we would work on. And so just FYI, Mackenzie will be working on walking on her heels over the next week at home. But then you're going to create 2 centers and 2 activities. So if you know, you may be having like foot races or something along those lines, or doing jumping jacks during music and movement. You may put out some type of dance cards or something. Or if you're working on social skills, you're going to be putting out the hair salon center out in the center to work on social skills. Does the child need additional? You may be in there and be like, the child really has a lot of hard problems with speech. I just can't understand them. They're very unintelligible. I think they need to be referred to ECI for speech therapy, or we need to contact the school district and get them evaluated for a learning disability, something along those lines. And who would you refer them to? And then how do you report all this back to parents? Would you just give them the forms? Would you meet them in a parent-teacher conference? How would that all go down? So that's going to be your case study. So I think this summarizes all that we've been doing all semester. And then your time log. And so this is going to be, if you go back to modules, and I'll go in and add it again for you here. Right here, module, under field experience information, you will find the time log, and hopefully you've been logging these. And so for this class during COVID, you will put the time you started, the time you ended. If you were at a school, or where were you? Were you at the park? Were you at a friend's house? What did you do? So this would be developmental checklist, anecdotal records, and then you'll sign off right here. Or you can sign off right here. And whatever time it took you to do that, that's what you're going to do. It doesn't have to total 16. And then you'll go back and submit the picture or the PDF of that in the assignment link. So that is week 8, and I look forward to finishing strong with you guys. And have a great final week.